and we're live! We're looking at a beer from Innis and Gunn. It's from their holiday mix pack. So in their holiday mix pack, you will get the original, you'll get the rum cask, you'll get the Highland cask, and you'll get what we're looking at tonight, the spiced rum cask. And unlike the other Innis and Gunns, they will come with the black lid instead of black cap instead of the gold cap. This is 7% alcohol by volume. Sorry, 7.1% alcohol by volume. It does have some writing on there. There's no way I can read that. I forgot to ask my buddy Nick what it actually said. It says matured using spiced rum seasoned casks. And Dougal Sharp is the one that has signed this one. There's always a different employee of the company that has signed the bottles. When Nick signed them, that was great because I've met Dougal. Dougal's the owner, but Dougal's Dougal, right? He's the big head honcho. So when I met the guy that I've interacted with so many times, when I saw his signature on there, I was more impressed. I'm like, yeah, it's Nick. Let's quickly see if there's anything untapped about this beer, so we know what we're looking at, right? I went into, for those of you here in Regina, I bought this at Sobeys Liquor at Victoria Square. And from what I was told, they purchased like 3 cases. There was something like 7 or 8 of them still on the shelf after I picked this one up. So if you're looking for this stuff, I would go soon. There was only 3 or 4 options in Regina on the list that was sent to me. There was a few options outside of Regina, like Moose Jaw, Saskatoon, that type of stuff. But is what it is, right? So what do we have here? 7.1. It says it's a pale ale / other. 410 people have tapped it in with a rating, and a 3.56 out of 10 is the overall rating. To make this limited edition bottling, we first made our own special rum by steeping Caribbean rum with our own spice mix. We then seasoned oak casks with this special rum, importing all the exotic flavor into the oak. Finally, we matured a Scottish golden ale using these casks, absorbing all the incredible flavor from the oak. The beer adds its own smooth, malty flavoring that will be long in the memory. I'm intrigued by the thought of this beer. I'm intrigued by the concept of this beer. I'm intrigued by this beer in general, and I'm intrigued by this beer in general solely because I can't say I'm not a rum fan per se. It's that I'm not I haven't been a fan of rum since I gave myself alcohol poisoning with rum, back when I was drinking a lot of hard liquor. But rum is one of the hard liquors I really enjoyed. Rum, whiskey, and gin. I hated vodka. I drink vodka, but I hated it. Brandy wasn't my thing. White rum wasn't my thing. Spiced rum was my thing, and it's a spiced rum cask. I don't know any of the tricks you're supposed to do with these things. I really don't. I can basically just do the basic open and close it without thinking. Is what it is. I hope Malty likes the one he got for me. If not, oh well. So the bottle's open. I got the cap up there. I'm going to be doing something with the caps. I told Nick what I'm doing with the caps. Whether or not it fully happens, we'll find out as time goes on. But there is intention for that to happen. Okay, so I love Innis and Gunn, and I love that the story of this variant of Innis and Gunn is almost the same story as the original variant of Innis and Gunn, except for the fact that they were beer conditioning casks for a whiskey, well, a Scotch, Grant's, for Grant's stuff, and they ended up with Innis and Gunn, and Innis and Gunn was the first beer I had ever had that fully won me over. It was my first 10 out of 10 beer. And let's be honest, without talking about homerism or anything like that, the beer has been better and worse over time. Recipes always change, especially as you scale, and sometimes the scaling really worked and sometimes the scaling really didn't. They're at a point where I'm reminisce about the days I had the very first Innis and Gunn, and that's something special and something interesting that a lot of people don't always get. And I get excited for having that. And oh my God, is it cold out? Sorry, the three dogs and my son just came in from outside. And my Lord, is it cold out. So I love the toffee color of this, right? It's that like beautiful auburn color. Like that's a beautiful hair color. I wish that was my hair color. Slightly off-white head. Tiniest bit of snap, crackle, pop. In the glass, it looks amazing. Am I using the Innis and Gunn glass that I got from the last? This one didn't have a glass. What the fuck, Dougal? Why was there no glass in this one? It was a $20 mixed pack. 4 beers, $20. They came from Scotland. They landed in Montreal. They were driven or on train or whatever to here. I don't think these are 330 milliliter bottles, so they're small. But for specialty beers coming from Scotland, I don't think it's a bad price per se for Saskatchewan. I mean, your average Kolsch is $17 for a 4-pack. So $20 for a 4-pack of specialty beers that are cask conditioned in some way or stave conditioned at the very least. I'm okay with that. Scent from the bottle. Oh. What was your spice mix? Because I'm getting vanilla. I'm getting a touch of coconut, which is obviously coming more from the cask, from the wood more than anything. On top of those, there's an odd caramel note. Caramel, vanilla, coconut. A little, you know, I say caramel, but I think more treacle. And almost a touch of maple. I don't know what they did in here. It's weird. It's very sweet smelling. Sweet and pleasant. I'm just looking to see if there's any other information on here. Not really, eh? Matured using seasoned spice rum seasoned casks. Okay. Is what it is, right? Back to the beer, sent from the glass. Doesn't really change. I mean, it gets a little more minute out of this. I don't have a teku or anything, right? I'm rebuilding my life, okay? I sold pretty much every single thing I owned when I went to the Arctic. I kept a few of these. I kept 2 of them, and I sent one to Malty. But there wasn't many things in my old life that were kept. And I sold everything, went to the Arctic for those 6 years, lived all over the Arctic, and now I'm here. And I'm rebuilding everything as I go. And rebuilding myself as I go. And it's just a weird conundrum to get something that reminds me of so many things. I see there's a comment, I'm guessing it's Brian. Cheers, Brian, if that's you. If it's somebody else, Cheers to you too. I guess we will get into this now. Hey, um, what we got going on? Is it going to show me who commented? No. What is wrong with this phone? Like, seriously now. Oh, it is Brian. Looks good. It does look good. Cheers, let's try it. Oh. Now, I don't know if anyone from Innis and Gunn will end up watching this. I'm nothing like I used to be. I don't even matter anymore in the scheme of things. But if you do, if you remember, I did not like the original spiced rum beer that came out. I didn't like the rum beers that came out. That is fucking good. That really is. So much vanilla. The vanilla starts at the tip of your tongue, goes right to the back. There is a little bit of warmth sitting right about here. On top of that, there's a butterscotch. Butterscotch, vanilla. I need some more. I can just taste butterscotch, vanilla, and a little bit of like bitterness on both sides of the palate, but kind of like a burnt bitterness. Excuse me. Butterscotch, vanilla, coconut. The bitterness I'm getting on the side, it's not so much bitterness as dryness. It's that fucking, oak tannic dryness coming across the sides of the palate. This is a really good beer. I mean, again, a little bit of warmth here, and other than that little bit of warmth, what this is reminding me of, and I know rum wasn't what they were going for. They basically were like virgin oak for the most part, making whiskey barrels. This reminds me of the very original Innis and Gunn I ever had. This is 7% alcohol. Just over 7% alcohol. I cannot. It is a mouthful of awesome taste, Brian. This reminds me so much of the original. It reminds me so much of the original that I don't know what to say. Like, to my knowledge, you can only get this if you buy the 4-pack. However, I can tell you, you get 2 rum casks, you get the Highland cask and the original. You may actually like all 4 of them. I don't know what they cost in Ontario. They were $20.95 for the 4-pack here. Ontario, I'm guessing somewhere in the 16 to 18 range. But it's well worth it, to be honest. I love these guys. I sought this out when I heard it was here. But this reminds me of the very original Innis and Gunn original. This is fucking spectacular. It is. It's spectacular. Again, I don't know what they spice it with. I don't give a shit. I can only taste what I taste, and what I taste I love. Oh, it's so good. It's so smooth. You know what? I could drink this every day without complaint. I can't guarantee that I'm going to like the other one I have to review out of that 4-pack as much as I like this. But what I can say is, for those of you that remember my original review of the very first Innis and Gunn, when you could get it in the 650 milliliter clear bottle, I fucking loved it. And I fucking love this. And I can't say anything bad about what I'm holding in my hand. I can say something bad about the two beers I put in the fridge because they used to be in brown bottles like this one, and you motherfuckers put it in a clear bottle. Dougal, I'm coming for you, motherfucker. You thought I was gone. You thought I was gone. I'm coming for you. But out of 10, that's a 10 out of 10. I fucking love this beer. I would drink it every day. So that was the spiced rum cask from Innis and Gunn. Thank you guys. Bye. Bye-bye. I didn't turn off, motherfucker.